Hi there, Dylan. So what are you working on your FMP this week?
Well, just yesterday I did my official pitch for the final
NEC, yeah.
major. Yes. So we've done that. That's out of the way. It's got good feedback, good marks on that. So now this is just sort of now pulling all of the plans together, all the ideas, all bringing them into one place.
And you've been shooting for a couple of days as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. You're well ahead. Okay. So how's this progressing, and when do you feel that part will be completed?
Very well. I'm very, very confident in
Good.
where it's progressing. We've already got 6 shoot days under us,
Fantastic, Don.
and we've got currently 2 more arranged, and then it should only be like 4 more. So I'm thinking it's going to be about a 10-day shoot.
10 days shoot. Okay, well that's
Hoping
good.
to wrap by the end of March, but then the end of March is also on a Friday, so I would be willing to, you know, if it comes down to it, I'd be willing to like hopefully wrap before like Monday, April 3rd at the latest.
At the latest, okay. That's your, that means you're just in post then, and
Yes, so that'll be my
biggest.
biggest focus. Will be the editing, making sure that everything with that is completely right.
Yes.
To improve on where I had my biggest stumbles and failures last year.
That's it. You had a few problems with audio last year, so
Yes.
you're obviously you know to take a well track this year, don't you?
Yep.
No problem. Okay, that's good.
I've got like I'm all over the audio side of things.
It's nothing like making a wee mistake to go, that's never going to happen again, right?
Yeah,
exactly.
It was last year was the learning curve.
Exactly, yeah. But that's what I mean. That's the man never made a mistake, never made it wrong.
Yeah.
I guess just to be fair.
Yeah.
So what are you going to be working on next, and how are you going to document your work?
Next, well, that will just be going on to post after the current stage, and then doing more research into editing, but also
like grading or something like that.
Yeah. The color grading and the sound is definitely where I want to focus to definitely go sort of give it a cinematic pop.
Yep. Make sure you document all of that.
Yeah, of course. I'm on top of the documentation.
Okay.
Plenty of photos and behind the scenes from shooting so far.
The more the merrier.
Plenty of research, which is still currently ongoing, and the pre-production's all documented. It's all on a website now, so it's like fine.
No problem. Okay. What areas of research do you still need to complete?
It would mostly just be focusing on like styles of like shooting, because we're still filming. Of course, there could come like a day where I want to shoot a scene in a particular kind of way, but maybe I haven't attempted it before. I don't know how to do it, so then I just sort of look into that and sort of document it, pull it onto my website, and then also the editing as well. The research of the editing would be also the big chunks I'll have to look at as well too.
How effective would you say your research has been in developing your project so far?
Yeah, no, it's been great. Like just watching the different kinds of films, like Heat, Scarface, Goodfellas, or different TV shows like The Sopranos and The Wire.
They're shot in a particular way, aren't they?
Yeah, and there's like just scenes from those alone that I've really liked and want to kind of replicate in a little way that fits into the narrative of my story, that's not just shoehorned in.
But there's little techniques that you've gone, oh, okay, I can see what he's doing there. Yeah. Scorsese, like that freeze frame where he blows up all the cars in Goodfellas. It's very telling. It's so big respect. Isn't that the point that he's emphasising at that part of the movie? What practical skills have you employed this week? How much practical skills do you intend to develop in the future? Can you answer
practical skills. Well, I've been able to, doing the pitch, that's been applying public speaking skills, so I'm able to present confidently, and, you know, I'm able to just, I'm just being able to speak confidently really is the main goal of like pitching. I'm able to sort of just stand here in front of these people, in front of my teachers, and speak about what I'm doing clearly and getting the point across effectively.
As we've talked about before in the past, the development in you, Dylan, from how nervous you were on camera and the level 2 to where you are now, it's almost like you're a different person sort of thing. It's like just opening up. It's been fantastic.
Now I'm like bring the cameras on.
Totally. It doesn't phase you. That's what I'm saying. It's like water off a duck's back. It just comes with experience.
That's it.
It's great.
Yeah, and then the practical skills, obviously during the shooting, would obviously be the sort of being able to set up tripods and being able to turn on and off a camera, being able to hit record and turn off record on a camera, being able to set up shots, being able to direct, but also then being able to perform both alone and alongside people.
Yeah, so it's managing the people's massive job as well.
Yeah, and then also being able to capture sound using different kinds of sound techniques, whether it's the Tascam or whether it's the mic. I'm able to now do that and effectively capture sound, which then I can also put with my footage, or should it come to it in post, dub over my footage.
Yeah.
And I've also been recording ambience as well in the areas we're at, so then that then can be put, if a sound has to be dubbed over, I have the ambience to put below it.
Excellent.
Which then will make it feel natural and like the scene is still lived in, and not just there's sudden dips of silence between the talking.
100%.
Instead, okay, it's still sort of, there's still a, you know,
consistency.
There's still a subtle gust of wind, or there's a subtle like water drop, or there's a subtle like door slam.
So it matches.
Yeah. 100%. So it matches the feel and location.
Good. You're learning all right. So obviously the sound, people undervalue the sound. It's the sound's a massive thing that kind of signifies, or like what genre or tone or whatever.
Yeah, I definitely did undervalue it last year, but this year I'm putting it on par.
Oh, it's
with
100%
the footage.
on par. Yeah. So it's absolutely on par. Yeah, two things.
I'm putting it on par with like the footage. I'm like, okay,
it's like yin and yang is what
it's like. Okay, great, we've got footage, but you know, we also need the sound for it too. Another thing I'm also doing to avoid like potential sound issues is also shooting conversations from far away. So then, and what I've done with the actors is we've acted out the whole scene as if the camera's right up at us, but instead it's like meters away. So then that way, if we need to dub over it with audio, we don't have to worry about the lip syncing.
That's right, 'cause you're further away.
Yeah, because then so it just sounds like the conversation's going on as is.
It gives you options in there. That is what you're talking about.
Plenty of options. So
that's way there's like we insert shots and stuff as well. Maybe have somebody smoking a pack of cigarettes or whatever. Yeah, but we like insert shot of them maybe taking a cigarette out, or maybe like them sort of thing, just so you can cut it.
But then you know, and then having the sound of that, like the sound of them opening it, the sound of them taking it out, the sound of them lighting it, the sound of them puffing on it, would be all stuff I would then focus on at the same time as the footage as well.
100% good. You've learned all right. What technical? Well, you kind of talked about this as well. So just ask me technical skills you've employed, which ones in the future, but you kind of answered that already. So
yeah, pretty much what I've already talked about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's fine. And are you working with other students? And if so, how are you going to help one another?
Well, I have actually worked with someone in year one. Ethan is helping me out on this. I have not currently collaborated with anyone in my class, but I am absolutely open to that. If they would like to, I actually do plan to ask some of them today if they would like to come and be crew, or maybe even extras, because I want to get plenty of sort of footage to intercut in the film. I'd like footage of like around the city and people sort of doing like pretend like drug deals or pretend like shootouts or whatever. I'd love to, so then utilize my classes like the extras to do that scene would be very viable for me.
That'd be perfect, because you're not the media students, not performing arts students, which is a slightly different thing. Okay, is there anything that you're unsure of would like me to clarify for you?
No, I'm sort of
okay at the moment.
Yeah, I've learned from last year and I'm still learning as I go.
100%, yeah.
So I'm far more confident in what I'm doing this year than I was last year.
Just saying, you like a rocket, just up.
Whereas last year it was sort of how do I get from point A to point B, and I would figure it out, and I was able to, but it would be a bit rocky. Whereas this year's sort of just been like, it's been like a leapfrog. It's just been back, but bum bum bum.
It's also we haven't been unlike because you did the level 2 before as well, but we were kind of coronavirus.
I didn't really, and plus that was a different course, so I wasn't able to sort of apply the same kind of skills that I am to this from that. So they are two different experiences to me.
Yeah, they were, but that stood you in good stead. The rest. Okay, anything else, Dylan?
I don't think so, no.
I'll catch you. Thanks very much. Okay,
no problem,
cheers. Okay.